I did it. That's not easy, but I got it. I got it. So let's do this. Let's put that up and let's go second screen. There we go. There we go, people. What's going on? I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm getting there. Not quite proficient at Streamlabs yet, but I got I bought like a 2-3 month subscription so I can really get into it and figure out if I like it. And it takes some extra. Granted, StreamYard is much easier, but Streamlabs and OBS is a little bit more powerful. So we'll see how it goes. Still debating, not sold on anything yet. But welcome to Pro Fan Hoops. Let me make sure my door is closed so I don't disturb my wife. Wanted to talk about this for a minute. The petition by the WNBA. I've never seen this before. Sign a petition. Tell them to stop playing games. After months of stalling negotiations, the WNBA and team owners continue to ignore player demands and jeopardize the future of women's professional basketball. Tell them to stop playing games. Click here to support. So, and then you got a 19,769 letters sent. They want to get a goal of 25,000. So you will send an email to the WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, and other stakeholders. That's interesting. Never seen that before. Never seen that before. So they're trying to get the public support. Why is the goal 25,000? Why is the goal 25,600? Why is the goal that? Why is the goal 25,600? Why not make it 30,000? Interesting. So, never seen that before. Was curious as to people's take on it and what they thought about it. It's not. I don't even know how to respond to it. Like, is it a good look? Is it not a good look? I've never seen an organization look for a petition. And what is the petition gonna do? Is that just gonna show support? But and I'm speaking strictly out of ignorance because I've never seen anything like this before. Not that it hasn't happened. I've just never seen it. But what kind of support are you looking for that would sway somebody in this situation? What kind of response are you looking for that would make Adam Silver or Kathy Engelbert pause and say, I didn't realize they had this much support? Like, what is the number that you're looking for that would cause them to pause and possibly want to, I don't know, move in a different direction or something like that? I'm assuming you're doing this to prove how much support that you get. But if they don't, I would imagine if you don't get the number that you're looking for, that's just going to be egg on the face of the Players Association. I would think. I could be wrong. If that's the case, let me know. I don't know. That's interesting, man. I've never seen anything like that before. Asking for a petition. So, very interesting. What's going on, peoples? What's going on, Harold? What's going on? Who else is that? Albert. What's up, Albert? Appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, I haven't had the time to do this. I'm learning some new software, so I'm doing some new things on my control center here, and it's been cumbersome to say the least. But I'm getting there. So I appreciate you jumping in the chat. I didn't expect to have a bunch of people jumping in, but hey, if you got some comments, let me know. This is weird. The length of time for them to garner 25,000 signatures tells me how much support they have. It's been up for a while. I don't remember, when did they do this? Did this happen today? Like, when did this come up? When did the petition start? I don't know. Um, he said, I'm a member of 2 unions. Can I put this up? Channel, pin message, go to channel, hide, add as moderator. See, I don't. That's the other thing that I'm using this software. I don't know how to. I can't put the messages on screen like I used to because I'm using this other thing, and it's different. And I'm not. And because it's different, I can't do the things that I normally do. And I'm trying to figure out, is it worth the bells and whistles that I get versus what I normally can do, and now that I can't. That's what I'm trying to. Are you serious? It's been up for 6 months. Are you serious? It's been up for 6 months. You have got to be kidding me. I did not know that. I didn't know anything about this until I saw a couple videos tonight, and I was like, why are they signing the petition? Why is everybody talking about this? And at the end of the day, it's not really a good look. If it's been up that long and it's only got 20, it's not even got 26,000. You don't have enough. You don't have enough. Well, I guess you do. You got enough people to fill a small arena, but like I just saying, it doesn't have. It doesn't. That's not enough signatures to really sway Kathy Engelbert or Adam Silver. I wouldn't think, because if you're trying to show how much support that you have, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is showing up with your wallet and your time with the viewership and stuff like that. That's why Unrivaled is having everybody's laughing at Fee. Everybody's laughing at Fee when she said what she said in that interview um, at the game a couple weeks ago, and you know they understand about being a substantial business, and like you ain't been in the game that long. Um, I don't understand that at all. I don't understand where she why she did that. Um, she was just flexing, I guess. She was in her feelings and feeling kind of good because she had the microphone in the soapbox. But then the viewership pops up and it's in the tank. It's way below where it was this time last year. And this is the thing that I mentioned before about the WNBA. Unrivaled is in the same boat. You got too much competition. We're in NFL playoffs right now. You battling against the NFL playoffs. You gonna lose. So we'll see what happens after the playoffs are over, because we going all the way through the second week in February before we get to the Super Bowl. And then right after we get done with the Super Bowl, we getting ready for March Madness. And then when March Madness is over, that's when we looking at what the WNBA might be able to do if they ever get their stuff together. There hasn't been an expansion draft yet. What is Portland going to do? What is Toronto going to do? They haven't even answered them questions yet. And now they're in a, what's it called, a moratorium. I got to look that up. I'm not even sure what that means. Yeah, Dan, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Please use the frame frequency. Currently, K frames are not being sent often enough. Which open widget? I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I'm having problems behind the scene with this, but I'm gonna keep rocking. I don't care. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what the value of putting this out was. What the value of this petition was. Like, I don't understand some of the strategy that the Players Association is using. Now, I'm not an expert. I can tell you about the NFL, and just from being a fan in the history of the Major League Baseball, I can tell you what happened with them, or we can go back and look it up. But this is not a good look, and not to mention they ain't really got the money to be messing around like this. The NFL got money. MLB had money, so it could take the hit for not playing. The WNBA does not have that. They don't have a pool of money put together for all of the players if they do go on strike. And if they do have a pool of money, it couldn't be very large. It could not be very large. I just verified this the other day. The NFL, they have a pool of money specifically for players if a strike was ever to happen. And all of that money comes from NIL. Madden, the video games, all of that kind of stuff. When the NFL license its, proprietary products out there, when you put your NFL or the Philadelphia Eagles or the NFL Shield or the, Kansas City Chiefs, whenever you use any of the NFL logos for merch, for video games, for whatever, they pay for that. And that money goes into a pool. Now, don't get it twisted. That video game money, Madden makes a lot of money. EA Sports makes a lot of money on them video games, especially knowing that it was an exclusive contract for a long time. So EA Sports was paying out the behind for that license. They put that money away just in case. And if they don't go on strike, that money's still growing. So they got more than enough money. Major League Baseball is in the same boat. The WNBA, not so much. And in my opinion, their biggest mistake was operating like the past 2 years. Hell, I'll even give you 3 years. Like the past 3 years was the norm. And it wasn't. Far from it. Far from it. So I don't know what they tend to gain or what they stand to gain from doing this, but I don't I don't think it's a good idea. But hey, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. The players parked the truck outside the NBA. I saw that with the rat. I saw pictures of that. Oh, yeah, they had the rat up and it said need the WNBA season tell Kathy Engelbert and Adam Silver pay the players. Uh Again, that's not a good look. Because now now you just interrupting other people's time. And who was out there with them? Was there people out there holding signs, or I know they probably used it for a photo op. Some people had signs saying pay the players, but for the most part, other than the big rat and the truck, what else did they do? And that's a like I don't like what is the purpose of that? Everybody knows what's going on. They're not a real union. I mean, I take that back. I take that back. They are a real union, but you lose you lose public sympathy when you're talking about professional athletes. You lose public sympathy. Oh, woe is me. These athletes don't get paid enough money. That's always been the case. Now we know what it is with the WNBA. We know they've been underpaid and undervalued and underserved. Having said that, the way they're going about business now, to me, is not good business. Is they've made it personal. A lot of their comments have been very, in my opinion, high schoolish and not businesslike. Um, and they're trying to bite off everything. They're trying to eat everything in one bite. It's just like when you was little, and your mom made your favorite dish, or you had pizza, or she made whatever that favorite thing was that you like, and you tried to eat it too fast, and you tried to stick too much food in your mouth, and you couldn't chew it, and you damn near choked on it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it all in the first catch, and it's not working. Because if they were trying to negotiate in aiming high, they were aiming high to get 30% of revenue. But let's say realistically, They only wanted 14 or whatever it is, whatever that number is that's lower than 30. You're past that point now. You passed the point of no return. Whatever the back and forth was, they're like, okay, no, we're not giving you 30, but maybe we'll give you 25. We'll give you 22. Whatever that thing was that they were negotiating, it's off the table now. And now the WNBA owners are looking at the Players Association like, well, now what y'all gonna do? Because it's quite clear, and it to me it seems like they were operating in kind of like La La Land. Like I said, they want to act like the last 2 to 3 years of popularity in the league was always there, and it's like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I've said this before. I am the guy that the WNBA is looking for. I'm the type of fan that the WNBA is looking for. I did not watch the WNBA 3 years ago or even 4 years ago. The only player, and I've told this story before, the only player that I watched in the WNBA was Kelsey Mitchell. And that was a personal thing. Kelsey Mitchell is from my hometown, from Cincinnati, Ohio. She went to my high school. Her father was a friend of mine and a fraternity brother. We went to college together. We played football together. So there was a personal stake in watching Kelsey Mitchell to support my frat brother and friend. Oh, Kelsey playing? Oh, I got to watch. That's Mark's daughter. That was it. That's the only reason I was watching the WNBA, to support Kelsey. I want to see Kelsey play. She ain't playing. I ain't watching. Then Caitlin Clark happened. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, LSU, Iowa. That game was phenomenal. LSU takes the title. You get all of this. Then it blows up. Then Iowa gets back to the finals, except they face UConn, who was ripping everybody a new one. Paige Becker stays in school. She gets the ultimate prize. She stayed in school, stayed healthy, and got the chip. Iowa falls again. Went to the finals twice, but Caitlin Clark was the star. Caitlin Clark comes to the WNBA. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching for logo threes. And I've said this before, and people still, because there's no answer for it. There's no answer for it. Nobody knows why Caitlin Clark had the recipe for appeal. Nobody, you can't answer that question. Nobody knows who's going to have it and who doesn't. You just don't. Nobody would have thought the girl from Iowa was going to light everybody up. You had Juju coming. You had Angel. You had, what's the other girl? Every other avenue. What's the girls that was down in Miami? The Cavender twins, because they was on social media. They were popular, but they were popular because they was always in a bikini. And it's Miami. Let's keep it a buck. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what they're looking for. I don't know. I can't answer that question. So, but this is, in my opinion, this is not good business. And I got to preface it by saying my opinion, because what do I know? I'm a football guy. But I'm a fan. But what I was saying was, I'm the fan that the WNBA is looking for, because I'm new. I'm not even 4 years old watching the WNBA. I'm not even 4 years old invested in the WNBA. And that word is important, because what that means is that now that I am watching, not only am I watching, I am seeking out WNBA games. I am paying money for a WNBA season pass package and merch, and I buy t-shirts and all of that. I am contributing my money to the league, and I didn't do that before. I'm the new fan that you're looking for, and there's thousands and millions of others like me, and most of them are Caitlin Clark fans. A lot of them are Angel Reese fans. A lot of them are Paige Becker's fans. And a lot of them are fans of all of these new young women that are going to be coming out. You got Juju Watkins and Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo and Lauren Betts and Silas Swords and what's the girl from Duke? Toby Fournier and Mylasia for Wiley. And you got all of these people coming out that everybody in college is paying attention to. In my opinion, Paige Becker's being the biggest star in college right now, even though the best player in college is only a sophomore, Sarah Strong for UConn. Sarah Strong is the leader in the clubhouse for being the best player to come to WNBA since Caitlin Clark, in my opinion. And the one thing that Caitlin and Paige and Angel and some of the, minus 3-year veterans in the WNBA have proven these last 5 years is that their following, their fans will follow. Their fans will travel. And that's what the WNBA needs, and it's just now happening. And they can't go on strike. What's up, Carlos? They can't go on strike. Because guess what? A 12-year-old don't understand what's going on. All she know is she want to see her team play. Well, Dad, why ain't they playing? Mommy, how come I can't see Caitlin Clark? How come I can't see Paige Beckers? Mom, and let's keep it a buck. All the little black girls. Mommy, how come I can't see Angel Reese? When's she going to play? Well, baby, they on strike. What does that mean? Kids don't care. And that's the next generation of kids watching because, and I'll say this, even as many people as you have that are against Angel Reese still has a big contingency of black fans. And she got social media on lock. Now, I've said before, now she got a split audience. And it doesn't translate one-to-one. Because she has the social media game on lock. She's a number one. She's the Duke of New York, or Duke of Chicago, if you will. If you know, you know. Shout out to John Carpenter. But she got all of them followers on TikTok and Facebook and all of that kind of stuff. But they not coming to the games. Is my point. It's not a one-to-one translation. So, in my opinion, her audience is split because everybody, if she ever start a fashion line, she gonna make a ton of money because you got a big contingency of people that want to watch her for that, the fashion. She's becoming a celebrity rather than an athlete. And what I hope is, because I like both of them, I like Angel Reese. I don't give a damn what people think about her rebounds and all that kind of stuff. If you don't like her getting her own rebounds, find a way to stop her. That's what I say. That's what my coaches used to tell me. I'm old school. Was she getting her own rebounds? Yes, she was. Was other was people on the other team standing around watching her? Yes, they were. So guess what? That ain't her fault. If they don't want her to get rebounds, tell them to stop that shit. Box out and go up and get the rebound. If they can't do it, tough. But she got a big contingency of fans, but her audience is split because the fashion world, a lot of people in the fashion world don't like basketball. A lot of people that watch basketball don't necessarily care for catwalks and Victoria's Secrets and all of that kind of stuff. You got two separate. She's trying to bridge the gap, and it's a slow growth. But it's moving. It just don't move like the other one. So, but it's coming. But my point was, what's going to happen to all that next generation? Because this next generation of people, just like when I was in the 80s, when I was a teenager in the 80s, I was born in 70. When I was a teenager in the 80s and Michael Jordan happened in 1984, after I grew up watching Dr. J, Larry Bird, Larry Nance, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the GOATs, the OGs, those guys. And then I saw I was a teenager, so I appreciated what Jordan did because nobody had ever saw it before. And then it blew up. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark. I've seen it. This is the third time I've seen this. Really, the fourth. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Venus and Serena, and now Caitlin Clark. To where it was an explosion, to where there was nothing there, and then all of a sudden it was. Michael Jordan had everybody watching. Tiger Woods had everybody watching. And with Tiger Woods and Venus and Serena, there was the racial element. Tiger Woods had black folks playing golf that had never played golf. They started golf. They started having golf classes in the inner city. Ain't no country clubs in the hood. And they started busting these young black boys, young black girls out to these suburban country clubs, and they welcomed them because they welcomed that money coming in, and they welcomed that appeal and that interest in a whole new category of people understanding and recognizing the game and actually playing it. And it still carries over to this day. Venus and Serena was the same thing. Now, we had black tennis players before, but if you ask for a black tennis player, who's the first name people going to mention? Arthur Ashe. Now, not so much. It's going to be Venus. And now you got Caitlin Clark doing the same thing. I know Cheryl Swoops. I know Candace Parker. I still think Candace Parker was the best to ever do it, but now I can't argue with what Asia is doing. So all of the little girls now, they gonna know who Asia is because Asia was the best to ever do it. But these little girls don't know who Cheryl Swoops is, and they know who Dawn Staley is because she the coach of South Carolina. But they don't understand what they did. It's about the here and now because we're in this social media era. It's about what these players are doing now and the interest they are generating right now. And it really came, it got solidified and it blew up when Caitlin Clark happened. And it kills them to say it. It's like pulling freaking teeth. It's like pulling teeth to say it. You know what it's like? Remember in baseball, remember what happened with Barry Bonds? Remember when baseball went on strike? And I've said this before. If y'all been rocking with me for a while, y'all know this ain't nothing new. I've been saying this. When baseball went on strike, the thing that got baseball out of that slump was steroids. When Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire went on that home run race, that is what generated interest back in baseball. That's what brought baseball back to the limelight. Was the home run race and the steroids. Baseball knew it was steroids in the game. Stop playing with me. They've been known it was steroids in the game. You can't tell me that was it Bud Selig? Whoever the commissioner was at that particular time. If you're the commissioner of the baseball, that means you are one of the best at what you do. I believe he was the owner or whatever his situation was. My point is he knew baseball. You don't become the commissioner of a league and not know the sport. He knew the sport. So you can't tell me he couldn't look at Jose Canseco one year, Jose Canseco the next year and be like, damn, you just grew a couple inches. Like, no, you knew what you were looking at, but you understood how much money it was generating, so you didn't say shit. That's what brought baseball back, the steroids. And then it got to the point when Barry Bonds got into it, now people had problems, but they wasn't giving that money back. They wasn't giving that money back. So that's where the WNBA is. This was their moment, and they screwing it up because what they don't want to do, like this petition, and the little bit of names that have signed it, you don't want to be forgotten because it's too easy to lose interest these days. It is too many channels. It's too many shows. It's too many outlets. You got Disney and you got Netflix and you got Peacock and you got Hulu and you got Apple TV and you got all these other services. They may or may not be showing your sport. Not to mention, y'all not playing. And if you have a season this year, you got to battle with the damn Winter Olympics. Did you forget about that? The Winter Olympics is coming at the in February? Now you got to deal with that. And that's a worldwide audience. So the time is short for you to grab the attention. Again, where's the expansion draft? Who's playing for Portland? Who's playing for Toronto? You just had the best expansion season ever, in my opinion. Natalie Nakase out in Golden State, the Valkyries just shocked everybody. They had all the support. They were playing good basketball. She made it to the playoffs. You had the best opening season for an expansion team since the WNBA been doing it. Now you trying to get ready for the sophomore season and there ain't no season? Come on, man. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. So, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know who's signing this petition, and I want to see what's going to happen with it. That should be interesting. So I just want to get on here and rant for a minute. Again, I'm getting lazy. I didn't feel like recording anything. I'm trying to learn this software. I ain't gonna lie, it's a pain in the butt. And I'm saying that, and I'm good at stuff like this. I'm good at figuring stuff like this, software and stuff like this out. But it's a pain. It's a pain. But I'm trying to get there. So I'm about to get up out of here. I might go again later on tonight. Carlos, I might go again tonight at 10:30 to talk about Eagle stuff. Damn, that's the other thing I got to figure out. I'm using this software, but I don't know how to get other people on the mic. I don't know how to open up my lines so I can get people that can jump in the show and speak their piece. So Cheryl Miller is the best player I've ever seen in women's basketball, and she would destroy anyone in the WNBA because she was Bo Jackson like athletic. Yes, I do not disagree, Albert. The only person that I would say that might be able to get with Cheryl Miller would be Candace and or Asia. And not for nothing, my favorite WNBA player of all time is Tina Thompson. Tina Thompson was special. I would love to like have one of those prime duels and see like Candace Parker and Cheryl Miller go at it. Because we like Cheryl Miller don't get the props that she deserves because she just played in a different era where people didn't care about women's basketball. You think they don't care now? Back when she played, she had nothing. She damn sure would have dominated. So I would love to see that, but I ain't mad at Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller will always be a GOAT. So Cheryl Swoops is too. You know, just unfortunate that Cheryl Swoops fell out of public. You know, she lost in the court of public opinions when she said the stuff that she said a couple years ago, and it was just stupid. Just one of them things where just like people like listen to me because I am who I am, and it's like, yeah, it just didn't resonate well, and it made her look bad, and she suffered for it. She suffered big time for it. Still is. So, but all right, I've been rocking for about 35 minutes, so that's good. I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna see what this looked like when I watch the replay. But I will probably be on tonight, Carlos, at 10:30. So come back on Pro Fan Talk. This is my Pro Fan Hoops channel. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. But tonight I will be on Pro Fan Talk. We talking about these birds and the coaching searches and all that kind of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. And I'm very interested because on my main channel, Pro Fan Talk, I will be covering the Winter Olympics. So I'm trying to get all of that stuff together. It's gonna be fun, and I'm looking forward to it, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna end this stream and see if I can learn so much, man. So I appreciate y'all jumping in with me, and I will holler at you later. Come back at 10:30 on Pro Fan Talk. You know how it is. Holler at y'all later. Peace.